Warning, there are profanity, topics, and other opinions that could offend you. Please watch and or listen at your own risk, and enjoy the show. Hey guys, what's RDiK, old school duelist, everyone call me, and welcome to another episode of the Minicast. Before I jump into this week's topic, I'm going to just give one quick announcement. The Zelda Monthly is being pushed back by a week, only because I'm having technical difficulties getting everything set up to record for the Zelda Monthly, because I'm having a hard time getting. I'm just having a hard time getting everything set up to record for it. But the VOIDCAST will still be happening the first week of October. So, yeah, that's it. So let's jump into this week's Minicast. So this week's Minicast episode is Growing Up in 2017. If you're growing... Nowadays, I'm 21. I turned 22 in October. So, actually, I turned 22 in October. So, seeing kids nowadays growing up is a lot different than when I grew up. You see memes about it all the time, but, I just want to give you guys an opinion of, kids that are just now turning, 17, 18 versus kids that were growing up. I don't know, it's weird to say. I grew up about the same time, and there's only going to be a 4-year difference, but still, times were different, because I'm seeing all my friends getting married, having kids, and everything like that. So it's kind of we're adults now. My generation, we are adults. We are becoming, adults in society. We are adults in society that help and pay taxes and everything. Kids that are just now becoming adults, they are, entering a huge difference. There's a lot of pros and cons to it happening. So, what do I mean by this? Well, let me quickly explain. When I grew up, I kind of lived a carefree world of I'm gonna go play with my toys till I'm maybe 10 or 12, something like that. Nowadays, I see kids worrying about cell phones, relationships, and they're 8. What the fuck? Okay, so here's a really good example. The other day, actually, it wasn't another day. It was a week or two ago. I was out somewhere. Where was I? I was actually at work. I just got into work. I was loading up the bread truck to start the route. And there was probably maybe 3 or 4 little kids. They'd walked around the corner. They all had cell phones. They all had, high-end iPhones. Maybe, the up-to-date iPhones. And they were all and let me tell you, they looked like they were 8, somewhere between 8 to 10, maybe 12 is pushing it, but they were fucking still little kids. They were still tiny babies. They should be riding bikes in a park, or have a parent with them. Shit. But they're all oh yeah, that girl, she broke up with me today, but I don't give a fuck. I'm you're 8? What the fuck? Holy shit. It was just I was you're swearing at 8. What? Granted, I was swearing at 12, so I can't really bitch at him too much, but at the same time, it's also what has this society become? And then they're talking about girlfriends, and they were bitching about it, and I'm just I didn't have my first girlfriend till I was in 8th grade. and you're 8. 8th grade, I was almost going into high school, and I had my first girlfriend. What? Like, I'm 21 now, and hold on a second. Guys, what the fuck? Sorry, my dogs are like licking themselves vigorously, and it's really annoying. Fucking PJ. My dog just like, I just yelled at him for licking himself, because like my dogs like to lick themselves raw, so we have to like kind of like yell at them not to lick themselves too much. And PJ just kind of like was licking himself, stopped after I started yelling at him, and then looked at me and just started like vigorously licking himself again. PJ, knock it off. Stop. Anyways, yes, these little kids, they were just like fucking yelling at each other, swearing at each other, and talking about girlfriends. I'm like, you shouldn't care about girlfriends. You should legit go fucking ride a bike. Go skin your knee at a park. Go buy an action figure or something. Like, goddamn, what the fuck? And this isn't the first time I've had this happen, or like I've run into situations like this. I remember when I was, what was it? I was a sophomore or a junior in high school. It was one of those two, sophomore or junior year. But I was going to a friend's house because she played drums and she wanted to learn some drum stuff from me. And she was becoming a freshman, and like I knew her because she was a friend of my sister's, and then we became friends. And she wanted to learn some drum stuff from me. So I was like, okay, I'll come over. And you know, that was back in the day when I didn't have my license and I didn't drive, so I walked everywhere. And oh my god, I was walking, and this is back when I was still male, and I was wearing some skinny jeans, right? I was wearing my black and purple skinny jeans, which I still have, but I don't know what the fuck they are. But I was walking there, and it was this group of maybe like 5 or 6 girls, right? And they had to be younger than those kids I saw at my job like 2 weeks ago. Like, they had to be younger. And I'm walking, I got my headphones in my ear, and the next time they walk up next to me, and it took me a minute to notice them, so I looked down, and I was like, my volume is like really, really high, so I'm gonna lower this a little bit. Okay, that's a lot better. I'm pretty sure like I pierced the fuck out of your guys' ears. But anyways, yeah, so it took me a minute to notice, and they're walking next to me, and I looked down at them, and I was like, hi? And then they go, are you a boy or a girl? I was like, what the fuck? And then they just ran away giggling, and then I look behind me, and they're looking like they're getting ready to just like throw hands right there, and then I was like, you guys are like 6. What the fuck? What? And this was maybe like 5 years ago. So this society has become so much shit. And then what was it? And then I was on Facebook, and one of my friends on Facebook posted a picture of their little sister. Like they're celebrating her birthday, and they're like, happy birthday, blah blah blah. And there's a picture, and they said it was like her 14th birthday or something like that. And I'm looking at this girl, what the fuck she's wearing. I was like, what the fuck? I'm old. If I think this is like something I wouldn't let my daughter wear, and I'm only 21. I was like, this girl's 14. She should not be wearing this shit. And then what was it? And then and then again, I was scrolling through Facebook, and I think it was the same person. They're like, oh, it's this person's 8th grade dance, blah blah. And the dress they were wearing, it was like they were going to prom. And I'm like, you guys are like 13, 14 years old. You should not be wearing these thin as fuck dresses. How are the moms okay with this? My daughter would not be wearing this shit. Like, what the fuck, dude? I guess I just grew up in a different time where like I guess like just different, like shit was different. When I was growing up, like when I was growing up, my parents told me, well, they told my sister, they were like, you can't, like, they didn't let my sister wear makeup until, like, her 8th grade dance. After her 8th grade dance, she was allowed to wear makeup. Which, I mean, like, it makes sense. I feel like maybe it's a little too much. But at the same time, I get it. You don't want your daughter like kind of like learning to put makeup on at a young age, and then looking like a total whore and wearing whore makeup. Because that's what I feel like what happens if you let your daughter wear makeup at a really really young age. She might learn like techniques and then look like a whore. I know that's bad to say, but you know. What the fuck, dude? This society is so fucked up and weird. I just can't, like, it blows my mind, one, that parents are letting this happen. That parents are letting kids dress and talk like they are adults and worry about adult things. Phones, I get it. I totally understand. Once your kid's at a certain age and they're going out and walking around with their friends and stuff, yes, I totally understand. They should have a phone so you can call them. But at the same time, I feel like a smart, like this sophisticated as expensive, mind you, expensive smartphone is not needed. Because then they'll bring it to school and then they'll get in trouble for having it. Like, it's really fucking annoying to see this shit. And I just want to die. Like, I just want to choke the parents when I see this. But, you know, what do I know? I'm just a 21-year-old transgender woman who doesn't have kids and I guess won't fucking understand this shit. No. I'm sorry. Like, my kids, when I have kids, my kids are not going to be doing that. Like, they're not going to fucking worry about relationships. If they get a junior year girlfriend, cool. I'm not gonna be like whatever. But if they start talking about, like, you know, worrying about girlfriends and shit like that at a young age when they're fucking eight, no, god damn, dude, that shit. I'm really irked about this. Like, when I first saw that happen, I was just like, what the fuck? What the serious fuck? But, you know, again, what do I know? I'm just a 21-year-old who doesn't have kids, and I play a children's card game. And also grew up where my parents actually gave a shit what the fuck I did with my life. Then, yeah, my parents still do. I'm 21 years old, and my parents still give a shit what the fuck I do with my life. When I go out somewhere, like when I go out to grapple, or when I go to regionals and stuff like that, I still call my parents and I let them know what the fuck is going on. So, and I'm 21. So, like, what the fuck? And some days, like, there's still some days, because I'm still 21, and I'm not gonna lie, I still live with my parents. Like, I just don't have my own place yet. But there's still some days I still ask my parents, like, hey, is it cool if this person comes over? Because, granted, I live in their house. I have respect. Some days, like, my parents don't care. Like, in full reality, my parents just don't care. Because I'm an adult. They know my friends are respectful and everything like that. So, like, I could just say, hey, Josh's coming over. Or, hey, Cortez is coming over. And they're going to be like, okay, I'm going to be watching the game or something like that. Or I'm going to be in the living room. And they're not going to give a shit. But, you know, I'm nice, okay? I still live under my parents' roof, so I'm still nice enough to let them know what the fuck is going on. And then I see kids walking around being like, oh yeah, that bitch left me, blah blah. I'm like, you're fucking 10. You're fucking 10. You should not worry about girlfriends. Go ride a bike. Get lost in the... Well, don't get lost in the woods. Fucking, when it's snowing outside, fucking throw a snowball at each other. Fuck, dude. It's annoying. Fuck society, man. This shit's all fucked up, man. But that's the end of this week's minicast. Go ahead and let me know how you feel about today's society. And correct me if I'm wrong on anything that I said during this minicast. Just, this society's so fucked. Like, this society is so fucking fucked. But don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my other videos, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you want to know when other videos are coming up and hear and get the exact notification when VOIDCAST Season 3 starts, hit that bell icon, and, you know, I'll also tell you when other videos are coming up too. And, yeah, that's it. So, thank you guys, and have a wonderful, beautiful night, day thing, or whatever.